Yeah, you healed a little. You've grown a bit, right? Feel like you're ready to get back on that saddle. And now you're considering going into a new relationship, starting fresh, right? But here's the thing, if you don't change how you consciously show up in this new situation, you'll wind up repeating the same kind of events that got you to heartbreak in the last relationship in this new one. So here's 5 great ways to make sure you don't repeat the same mistakes of the past, no matter how great this new person seems to be. First is, don't just forgive your ex. No, learn from them. Yeah, you might be over them and all that, right? They're, old news to you now. But have you learned the lesson that they taught you? That's the question, right? Did that sink in? Or did you just go through the space of processing your emotions or letting it run its course and now it's out of your system, but you didn't really anchor in on the key takeaways and how to take those takeaways and apply them to your life going forward to make sure you don't get the same experience to have those same takeaways come up again, because they will if you didn't learn it the first time. Your last relationship was a mirror for you. What did it reveal to you about you? What blind spots do you have? What area of focus for growth do you need to work on? Right? What kind of red flags do you need to learn to look out for? What green flags do you need to look out for? And what do those green flags look like in practice consistently? Right? What was that relationship showing you and telling you and teaching you about you? Did you lose your boundaries? Did you chase potential? Did you ignore those red flags? Right? Pinpoint where your growth piece is in the equation. Have you done that? Right? Because forgiveness without reflection is repetition. That's your output. You'll get a situation where you're repeating the same things that you had to repeat to forgive someone for the first time. You're setting yourself up for the same lineup again. We don't want to do that. Second, make sure you've healed your triggers before you project them onto this new person, onto this new partner, right? Because unhealed pain will absolutely make you paranoid, reactive, and guarded, right? And none of those are going to help you build a solid foundation with someone new to give yourself a great chance at what you've wanted and you probably deserve at this point. Because see, when you slip into that paranoid space from having these unhealed wounds and you're reactive and you're guarded and all that, right? That's the exact way the next person you're trying to build with pays for the actions of the last one, right? And that's how something that could have been beautiful and healthy for you, you wind up sabotaging because you're too used to dysfunction. So great questions to ask yourself to make sure you're on the right side of the fence is things like, do I truly trust this person, or do I trust anyone at all? Because if your problem is that you have a hard time trusting anyone, then you need to look more internally versus externally towards them. If there's some situation where you're feeling like, I don't know if I can trust them. Well, have you trusted anyone in the past so many months or whatever? Or is it just them you're having the situation with? Get clear on which one it is. Third, never confuse familiarity with compatibility. Just because someone reminds you of what you're used to and it feels comfortable and it feels familiar and it feels like, yeah, I know this, eases me in better, doesn't mean they're right for you. See, sometimes we choose people not because they're good for us, but because they feel familiar to us. They feel like something that we know and we've been there, done that, and it's more comforting in a way. But if your comfort or what you're used to is something that's really unhealthy or toxic, then it's going to get you a really bad result. New love needs new standards, not old recycled patterns. Fourth, raise your standards and stick to them. See, it's easy to have a whole list and all things you write down, who you're going to be, what you're going to do, what you're not going to tolerate, all the things when you're single, right? But it's much harder to hold true to that and stay in that space whenever you become lonely or infatuated with someone, right? Now, that internal war goes on of your desires versus your principles, right? Your foundation of what's there to protect you. And if your desires have more weight and are stronger, then your foundation of what's there to preserve the person that you need to be a healthy person, then you will absolutely bend and flex on them. And see, this is where self-respect lives, right? Because if your standards can fall the moment emotions rise with someone new or towards someone new, then it's proving you're not ready to lead into this new chapter of a new love and a new relationship that you never experienced before, right? No, it's saying you're ready to repeat your old patterns. And we don't want that. And fifth, don't just wait for a better relationship. No, become a better partner. See, finding a new loving relationship is not about finding someone who's perfect for you, right? No, it's about becoming someone who's healed, whole, and self-aware, so that as you start to attract new partners to you, you find someone that's better for you, right? You'll find that person and you'll know with certainty that this new relationship's not a coping mechanism, right? You're not just attracting more of your trauma to you, right? It's the ability to move with clarity and to be able to vet that, no, this person is sound for me because I'm right for me. And I know I wouldn't let anyone else into this orbit with me unless they were right for me as well and I was right for them. It's a partnership built in clarity. So you have to be the version of you that your future partner deserves, right? You should be nothing less, because whenever they show up, they're going to deserve nothing less, just as much as you deserve nothing less than to have them, because you have become the version of you that undoubtedly deserves exactly what you're looking for. You don't get a new amazing relationship by swiping on the dating apps, right? Or just waiting around for Mr. Right or Miss Perfect to find you, or or to stumble across you. No, you earn it by who you choose to become, because that then changes who you're able to attract and your ability to attract who's right for you to you. So your past doesn't have to follow you at all, but it absolutely will if you never outgrow it. If you need help making sure you've dotted your I's and crossed your T's to be truly ready for this next chapter, for the relationship you deserve, or just want to get yourself into shape to be ready for that next relationship so you don't fumble the right person when they come along, then email or DM me the word coaching and we will get to work, only if you're truly ready to put that work in. If you're not ready for one-on-one coaching, the time, space, or maybe even the resources, at least email or DM me the word transformation, and I'll send you the link to one of my transformation courses that'll teach you the same things I teach my clients one-on-one at your own pace, on your own time, at resources more reasonable for where you are right now. Either way, do something to get in the race. Let's get it.